Oh, party people in the place to be. Once again, I'm here in my own fucking state, on my own fucking page, about to talk bad to these niggas today. Listen, man, I was over there on Larry's channel yesterday, and somehow, the OCO leader feel like, them are right in the pursuit or kept. Now, let me preface what I'm about to say by saying I don't think that R. Kelly is 100% innocent, but I also don't believe they're 100% guilty. And I believe that he is 15% wrong for what he did. And the 15% from he was too damn grown to be doing what it is that he did. Meaning he should have known you can't be out here fucking with these young ass bras, and he should have not had an appetite to be fucking with younger bras because they land him in the situation he's in now, and he done already dealt with that stuff for the last ever so many years. Now, with that being said, I gotta turn on the defrost. It's a little cold out here. It's 26 degrees out here in St. Louis, y'all. 20 damn degrees. Now, with that being said, he knew better than to be with these young ass bros. Now, do I think that they are victims? Yeah, they're victims in the state of what the government has to call younger women who fell for the game of a man. But I'm a victim. That people watching this right now, we victims of being played by somebody who knew more than we knew, had more game than we had more know-how than we had. The cost of doing business. Okay, when I go out here and I go get a traffic ticket, you feel me? Let me rap. When I go traffic ticket, my lawyer will say, "Hey, Mr. Wilkins wants to beat this down to a lesser charge so that his insurance don't go up. What's going on, Darlene? What's going on, Mama? Mr. Wilkins wants to plead down to a lesser charge, a less fence, so that his insurance don't go up. So I have paid $300 or $400 to get traffic tickets resolved because I did not have know-how, right? All that my lawyer essentially did was pull up a Word document, erase the last first name, type my name in, and send template. All right, so am I a victim of being played? What's going on, Tory Love? Am I a victim of being played? But everybody else is as well. We are all victims of being played. So what makes the two, Azriel and Joycelyn, so special? Question that we gotta ask ourselves. What makes them so special? They fought with other man. They got knocked. It happens. It's been running game on young bitches since the beginning of time. And young bitches been running. You feel me? The women been running game on younger niggas since the beginning of time. And it's facts. Say it's static. Okay, is it static? Hold on. Alright, y'all should hear me now. I took the Bluetooth off. Older women been running game on younger niggas since the beginning of time, but we don't see old women being charged with it. We older women being charged with it. How many times have they found out that she was fucking on some stoop? A female teacher was on some stoop. Several times. Do we ever hear what's the result of that? No. Because when a woman sexually assaults a man or a boy, is skipped over, is passed by, no pays it any more attention. But somehow, folks, it's a fair deal for somebody to get 30 to 30, 50 years total, even though they're going to run concurrently. People feel like that's a fair deal to get hit with a mouth sentence for fucking on a young bitch. And every nigga, at some point, they fucked on a young bitch, not underage, but they fucked on a young woman. The things the features that make a man sexually attracted to a woman is youth. Niggas like perky, they like plump ass, and all of those are direct enemies of gravity and age. It's still static. Is everybody else hearing? Is everybody else hearing static? Hold on, let's say got a window open. Got a window open. Shit. No, I ain't got no window open. Hold on. Shit. Cause Darlene say she hearing static, y'all. Hold on. Let me switch over to my other phone real quick. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna switch over to this other phone real quick. It's still probably going to work. It's still trying to probably go to work Bluetooth. It's probably what y'all heard. Okay. 1 second, y'all. Bear with me. Bear with me, my people. Bear with me. Alright. I heard tonight, but alright. You can do it with me. Hold on 1 second. Right. Alright, can y'all hear me now? 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 Let me know if y'all can hear me. Man, I don't get, alright. There ain't no way in hell a nigga should get no 50 motherfucking years for fucking with these raggedy ass bitches. Alright, the fact of it is that if it wasn't R. Kelly, it would have been Johnny or Damon or Ted or Steve or Durrell. Fuck out of here. The folks who champion a 30-year sentence for somebody for fucking somebody, oh, he humiliated them. The bitch auntie took her over to the house. Y'all didn't charge the auntie. Now, in Jeffrey Epstein's case, it was Jeffrey and Ghislaine. They charged Ghislaine for being there, for being a participant, the same way that they charged Jeffrey Epstein. Okay? So how is it that it's cool for somebody to sit over here and do time? Do hard time. Now, if y'all want to get a man, 4, 5, 6, 7 years for it, that ain't, the public would understand that. But when you charge somebody, like, you charging somebody for a victimless crime, and all of these bitches are claiming that they had so much trauma, when the reality of it is that these bitches were for poverty, they were from poverty, they had a low life trajectory to begin with, and when them bitches got finished getting fucked by R. Kelly, them bitches went right back to poverty. projection that them bitches was on. This nigga didn't stifle no growth. He didn't stop nothing from happening. Them hoes, the shit that was gonna happen to them bitches, it happened. Period. And are we supposed to feel sorry for them? Are we supposed to feel sorry for them? Bitch, if you got to live in a lapse of luxury for 1 year, for 2 months, it's even. What's a restitution? And let's keep it real, man. Let's keep this shit a buck. All right, Tim Savage is out here with a lot to fucking say about R. Kelly. He got a lot to say. Nigga, your daughter was grown. She was grown. Nigga getting that herpes dick, bitch. That bitch was grown. Nigga, you was a toy. It was a toy. Your daughter was a toy. She told me. Nigga, she been locked up for 4 years. If she had this bitch broke up alone, she would have been there. The money gone. The damage is gone. You know, her fans being with the kids all around her. It's over with. Let's be real, man. This shit is over with. Everything's over with. What they gotta say is over with. Ain't nobody, you know. Is it still connected to the car now? Is it still connected to the car? Damn, it's cold out in this motherfucker. Damn. I'm sorry, y'all. Shit. It's cold fucking me up. The daughters was grown, man. We don't want to hear shit about no grown ass daughters. We don't want to hear shit about no grown ass daughters, man. They can knock that shit off. They can knock it off. Woo! Shit, they can knock it off. Woo! Shit. Nigga, it's so motherfucking cold. It's so motherfucking cold, nigga. I gotta get in the car. Shit. Nigga, I'm gonna wash this gas pump from inside the car. God damn. Oh, shit. I'm on my way to see the XFL game, man. But anyway, man, back to the topic at hand, man. These niggas had some grown daughters. They got grown ass daughters who don't want to talk to them. And why don't the daughters want to talk? Why don't your daughter want to talk to you? He said, I shouldn't have put her out there like that. But it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. As a parent, this is me talking from parent to parent, man. This is me talking from parent to parent. Man, as a parent, I've done my job, man. I did my job. I raised the kid, talked to the kid, dealt with the kid, all of that shit. Once I raised my child, it's no longer up to me or on me what that child, what choices that child makes. Now, somehow Larry feel like, well, he took her from college. Nigga, can we keep it real? Can we keep it real? Most motherfuckers who start college don't finish, Larry. Let's keep that 1,000, man. Most people who start college don't finish college. So it could have been R. Kelly. It could have been another nigga. But most people who start college, what's going on, Portnell? Most people who start college don't finish. Why don't they finish? One, college ain't for everybody. Just because you went don't mean you're going to graduate. God damn. Oh, shit. Y'all pray for us. Just because you started don't mean you're going to finish. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I started selling dope. I wasn't Big Meech. I used to sell dope. I wasn't Big Meech. So, you know what I'm saying? Just because you start something, what's the likelihood you're going to finish something just because you started it? You know, I mean, come on. The mama can't talk. Joycelyn can barely talk. You know, these motherfuckers act like these people had great career trajectories. Okay, Asriel, she was gonna be a hoe. Period. That's that bitch's life trajectory. Okay, so this whole notion of he disrupted their path and all that shit, man, that's bullshit. It's hogwash. Them hoes weren't going nowhere. R. Kelly the best thing that ever happened to them bitches, man. Where the fuck was you going with Angelo as a daddy and a crazy ass bitch like Clary as a mom? Okay? So, you know, listen, I don't agree with writing a DOJ and all that shit, but for the people who do, that's fine. But I do understand why he's in jail confused. Like, nigga, these bitches, nigga, they got more out of me than what I got out of him. I'm in jail for what? These bitches is blackmailing me. Let's keep it real. The notion that somehow they lost out fucking with him. What did they lose? They weren't going nowhere. They weren't going nowhere. It wasn't shit getting ready to happen with them. Wasn't shit getting ready to happen to them.
Hello?
Hey, I'm pulling up.
All right. Bye-bye.
They weren't going nowhere. This whole thing where he's mad that the dude went out here. If he's going on the platform and all of that, then that's his job. But the motherfucker talking about some, y'all gonna get y'all superstar, and I'll pay for the lie detector test. I'll pay for the lie detector test. What the fuck do this nigga gotta lie about? What do he gotta lie about? Your daughter grown, she got some grown dick stuffed in her young grown ass. You over there mad like it's your hoe. Was you fucking on your daughter, Tim? You mad like he took your hoe. She ain't called me. Nigga, how the fuck is she still being controlled by a nigga that's been sentenced to 30 and 20 years? If your daughter, she got Stockholm syndrome, bruh, that shit don't motherfucking work. That shit don't work, man. That shit do not work. Nigga, I breed dogs. Everybody on YouTube know I breed dogs. Alright, so with me breeding dogs, if I keep my dogs in a cage, my dogs ain't gonna if I keep my dogs in the cage, my dogs ain't gonna they not gonna really go too much further than the backyard. Cause that's all they've been subjected to for the majority of their life, right? So true enough, if I go outside and I let my dogs, I got 3 dogs. I got one dog over here. All right. So this is one of my houses, but this the house Bozo don't know shit about, y'all. This the house Bozo don't know shit about. So if I go over to one of my houses, all right, and I got a dog back there. My dog in the backyard over here is named Tiana. That most of her life she's been relegated to the backyard. All right? Most of her life she's been relegated to the backyard. But if I leave the gate open, she gonna know where home is. And she gonna stick around. But if I, as her master, if I'm not here, my wife ain't here, then she may not leave day one. She may not even go nowhere day 2. But after a week, after a month, after a year, she gonna leave. Period. So this whole fucking notion that she's a victim and all that shit, we gotta slide on Cuzzo.
For what?
Shit, to go get that nigga.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. I'm on live, nigga. Man, you can't be talking like that in front of the people, man.
No, hey.
You out of breath and shit? What the fuck you was doing, Tabo? Anyway, after a month, after a day, after a year, even with my dogs, them motherfuckers can spend their whole life caged up. If I leave the gate open while I'm doing something else in the backyard, them motherfuckers gonna be gone. Now they eventually wander back, but they gonna be gone. So the notion that somebody is over here doing something to his motherfucking daughter that don't nobody else realize or see is crazy. It's crazy. Them bitches ain't no motherfucking victims. Nigga, they was hoes. They was hoes. And y'all see when that nigga went live the other day, I was over there and that nigga chat like, yeah, your daughter love that herpes dick. He was talking about he was gonna get me locked up. Shit, well, fucking fire that motherfucker up. Shit.
It broke.
You broke, yeah, shit. Your rolling skills are terrible. But anyway, then Angelo, dude, whether this nigga fucked your daughter, nigga, when she was almost 18 or 18, y'all are really hanging y'all hat on a victory off of technicality. Now, niggas can't get around that Rashona shit. It ain't no getting around that Rashona. But I'll say this about Rashona. Calling me daddy is one thing, but ooh, daddy, you said you was gonna stick the dick all the way in. That bitch was a young freak, a young hoe who wanted some grown dick. Alright, when a bitch start getting into, ooh, I want to feel it in my stomach, that's her. Don't no man think of no shit like that. Don't no man think of no shit like that. That ain't what a man think. That ain't what we think, man. That ain't, niggas don't think that way, man. They just don't. Men don't think like this. They say keep your woman off screen. These motherfucking parents are co-defendants, but they over here acting like they were victimized. How you was victimized? You was accepting the cash payments when they was coming in. Like, let's be real. Let's be real. Kels tried to tell him in the Gayle King interview. He tried to tell him in the Gayle King interview. Everybody was so caught up in, well, you got a history of this and everything else that they only heard what they wanted to hear. But he tried to tell you in the Gayle King interview, this is about some money. The own daughter said this is about some money. This is about blackmail and extortion. They came over there, they came in, and that bitch, when Joycelyn sang, this bitch sounded like nails screeching on a chalkboard, and they tried to say, R. Kelly took my daughter. Bitch, y'all said that the young bitch could sing. Then they said Larry asked for proof that she was a hoe. Now, if they claim they ain't never talked to their daughter after she went with R. Kelly. When she went with R. Kelly, she was only, 19, 18, 19, just turned 19, something like that. But supposedly, when she went with R. Kelly, she just turned 19. She had just turned 19 when she went with the man. And let's get this straight. She just went with R. Kelly when she turned 19. Alright. So, long story short, or long story long, however you want to look at it. She just went with him when she turned 19, 18, 19. And where the fuck was she going? Okay? Where the fuck was she going? God damn, girl, you on roll right now. Take that back. She just started fucking with him when she turned 18 or 19. That's where I was going with that. Now, if you go on that J Savage collection page, that would have meant that she was over there working in modeling lingerie at 16, 17 years old. Who the fuck got they 16 or 17-year-old daughter modeling lingerie? Go and look at the J Savage collection page. I asked that bitch ass nigga. I nigga. Well, bitch ass King. Why didn't you say anything about this is where I went into the obvious. I'm like, why did you get fired from Paul's cars, nigga? Because some of y'all don't remember these. Y'all don't remember the facts of the case. But remember, it was a dude named Blake that came out telling the truth about Tim Savage. I had to go find the video, but it was a dude named Blake that worked over at Paul's Cars and told the story about how he got fired from how he got fired. Now he mad because R. Kelly wouldn't let him extort him to get no motherfucking S-curl juice. That's what it's really about. Then all of a sudden your daughter become a victim. Your daughter, man, listen. If you got your 16, 15, 16, 17-year-old daughter out here modeling lingerie, I don't give a fuck what Ocon say. This is where we gonna part ways and disagree. Your daughter was down the fuck. If you sent your daughter over there to be a singer and a bitch can't sing, that's like giving a nigga a bag of apples and telling him to make lemonade. Get the fuck out of here. This bitch ain't have no singing talent. She's a part of a sex cult. Y'all believe a crusty lip bitch like Ashanti McGee coming to y'all. Fuck out of here. And I don't care what nobody say. If the girl was born, what year was Joycelyn born? 1997? 1996. So that means, well, with Azriel wasn't even functionally, she didn't even have cognitive function. But by the time, through the time, he was at the height of his career. What Claudine said, volunteers, not victims. Azriel didn't even have cognitive function, and Joycelyn barely had cognitive function when he was at the height of his career. Now, the height of his career, I'm measuring it as this. Born into the 90s, came out in 1991. So from 1991 until 2004, that's when, what do you call it? 2004, that's when the Chocolate Factory came out. That was when he was at his height. Now, Double Up and all of that, he was still R. Kelly, but he was who he was. He made his name in between the years of 1991 and 2004. One of these girls, by the time 2004 came around, she would have been, let's say Joycelyn was born in 1996. She would have been 8 years old. And the other one would have been 5, 6 years old around this time. The parents knew who R. Kelly was. Them young bitches ain't know who he was. He was just an old trick with a lot of money that could get them shit. And anybody sitting over here trying to make the case be more than that, they lying to you. They hustling you. I don't give a fuck what they say. I don't give a fuck how many bitches R. Kelly came and got off of 63rd. For real. Came in at a buck. Did them hoes, did they hop in a Sprinter? If they hopped in a Sprinter, that's on them. Shit, where I'm from, if a bitch old enough to cross the street, she old enough to get hit. I don't live my life by them rules, but those rules of the street. If a bitch old enough to cross the street, she old enough to get hit. Period. They ain't no motherfucking victims. The government said that they were enticed. Okay? Well, I get enticed too. A fat ass. Enticement. Big titties. Enticement. Bitches with push-up bras. Enticement. Strippers. Enticement. Super enticing. Period. And they was raised, when you look at the parents was hoes. I got a cousin who a hoe. She used to dance for Nelly back in the day out here. And the depths of the hoeing, I was ignorant of the depths of the hoeing initially. It wasn't until my cousin taught me how bitches look at men that I really became cognizant of how deep the hoeing went. What the altitude of the hoeing was. Okay? What I mean by that is, man, one day I was with my cousin. She, like I say, she used to be a dancer for Nelly them when they was hot. You know, stepping in my Air Force Ones and shit back in them times. So one day, I was with her. She said, "Oh yeah, I knew he had money." I said, "For real, cuz?" She said, "For real." I said, "Why?" She said, "He got an Italian belt on." I said, "Bitch, how can you see Italian from over here?" We were 37 and 3/4 feet away from this nigga, and that bitch said, "He got some money." I said, "Bitch, how you got some money?" That's an Italian belt right there. They say the video of the car salesman is posted in the chat. I can't see it on StreamYard, but I believe y'all if y'all see it. But women, when they come in, they looking at a nigga, they looking at different shit to show that he got money. Women be like, he got some pretty teeth. Pretty teeth. But shit, she'll calculate that in, shit, he got money. Because that nigga can afford a dentist. And I ain't never thought about it like that, but if a nigga can afford to get dental work done, he do got some money. So I got a crackhead uncle, that nigga ain't got no teeth. That's a he know right there.
Really?
Yeah. And one who used to dance with Nelly, she went and talked to this nigga. You know how women do. Showing extra cleavage, put the titties up on the counter. Bitch, how you gonna rest your titties on the counter and not your elbows? That bitch had titties on the counter. That nigga was over there cheesing, smiling and shit. You can see all 32 of this nigga's teeth. Molars, front teeth, canines and all. You saw all that nigga's teeth. He's smiling and shit. Smiling. Thinking that he gaming this bitch. Meanwhile, the bitch had already sized him up and knew she was gonna give him some pussy before he even went over there. She had told me about it. Now them same type of bitches that my cousin is. She out the Peabody Projects, by the way. St. Louis. The same type of bitches that my cousin is the same type of bitches that R. Kelly was fucking with. Teeth, smiling, showing all of the pearly whites. Them bitches was DTF. They was down to get down. They was down with the motherfucking program. Down with the program, man. They was hoes. Whores. Now, when the shit ain't shake their way, all of a sudden it's a problem. Now, I worked for the government for most of my adult life until I became an entrepreneur. And in me working for the government, let me tell y'all a little something about it. In me working for the government, this is what happened. You go on usajobs.gov, okay? And when you go on usajobs.gov, sometimes it'll be something out there that say list of employment. Then it'll say NTE 12 months, NTE 15 months, NTE 24 months. NTE, for those of y'all who don't know, means not to exceed, meaning it's a temporary job. And if you are a hoe, it's a temporary job. And for most women, what they don't really want to talk about, but I'm going to talk about it, is you fucking with an old nigga, it's an NTE on your job title. Meaning, bitch, once you get pregnant, he ain't gonna want you no more. You gonna have too many stretch marks. Once you turn 28, bitch, you gonna start looking too old. He don't want that no more. It's an NTE on your motherfucking job title when you a hoe. Now, when R. Kelly told his lawyer he wasn't gonna leave Joycelyn for Azriel is a coke addict. That cocaine aids you. Look at Sharon Wimbush. That bitch don't even want to come on camera. Sharon Wimbush still showing y'all pictures from the night. Cause them drugs wear your ass out. It's stress up in y'all. She's a cokehead. I'm gonna start calling her nostrils Clary. Damn it. A coke ass. I don't know why they act like this bitch was she was a gymnast. She had these hoes, the government act like these bitches had careers. The parents act like they had careers. My daughter was doing music. The bitch wasn't gonna make it. She wasn't gonna make it. If a bitch done been on Gayle King in the morning time, she done been on Vlad TV, she done been on all these platforms, then said she got music coming out, she wasn't gonna make it, man. And that's the reality of it. She wasn't gonna make it, man. She was gonna face it. And that's the reality. Now I ain't pulled up over here at my folks' house, so I gotta let y'all motherfuckers go, man. But the title to this one is Hoeing, Message to Tim Savage and Angelo Clary. Hoeing is a job that's not to exceed 5 years. Your daughter was getting canceled anyway. Fuck y'all. Peace.